The chapter opens by the Sea of Galilee, where Jesus steps into a boat to teach the multitudes gathered on the shore. His voice carries over the waters as he begins with the parable of the sower, describing a farmer scattering seeds on various types of soil: the hardened path, rocky ground, thorny patches, and fertile soil. Each soil represents the condition of the human heart, revealing how the word of God is received and bears fruit. He who has ears to hear, let him hear. The disciples, puzzled by the parable, ask Jesus why he speaks in such ways. Jesus unveils the purpose of parables: to reveal truths to those with open hearts, while veiling them from the spiritually hardened. For whoever has, to him more will be given, and he will have abundance. But whoever does not have, even what he has will be taken away. He transitions to the parable of the wheat and the tares, describing a field where good wheat is sown, but an enemy plants weeds among the crop. The servants wish to uproot the weeds immediately, but the master insists they grow together until the harvest, symbolizing the final judgment when God will separate the righteous from the wicked. The kingdom imagery continues with brief yet powerful parables, such as the parable of the mustard seed, illustrating how the smallest seed grows into a mighty tree, representing the kingdom's exponential growth. Also, the parable of the leaven, showing how a small amount of yeast transforms an entire batch of dough, symbolizing the pervasive and transformative power of God's kingdom. All these parables are told to the crowd, fulfilling the prophecy: I will open my mouth in parables. I will utter things kept secret from the foundation of the world. In private, Jesus explains the parable of the wheat and the tares to his disciples, emphasizing the certainty of the final judgment. The Son of Man will send out his angels, and they will gather out of his kingdom all things that offend, and those who practice lawlessness. He follows with more parables, each brimming with meaning, such as the parable of the hidden treasure, where a man joyfully sells all he has to obtain a treasure buried in a field, symbolizing the incomparable value of God's kingdom. The parable of the pearl of great price, where a merchant sacrifices everything to acquire a single priceless pearl, reflecting the ultimate worth of knowing God. And then there is the parable of the dragnet, where a net gathers fish of every kind, later sorted by the fishermen. This illustrates the final judgment separating the righteous from the wicked. The chapter concludes with a stark reminder of the challenges Jesus faced. Returning to his hometown, Nazareth, Jesus teaches with wisdom and authority, but the people are filled with unbelief. Is this not the carpenter's son? Is not his mother called Mary? Their doubt causes them to miss the treasures he offers, and Jesus does not perform many miracles there because of their unbelief.